Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the 4 Aussie Aviators. I hope you're all doing fantastic this morning. As you can see, we are back out at the absolutely wonderful Gold Coast Airport. I hope you are all doing absolutely amazing. I know I definitely am. I'm happy to be back down in Oz, where it's much warmer, where I don't have to have 3 layers on, except it is a fair bit hotter, but that's okay. Fair bit more hot, rather. That would be the proper English terminology. There we go. I hope you're all doing well, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the 4 Aussie Aviators. Let me know if it's 5x5. You can see there's a little bit of a heat haze at the moment, actually. We're having yeah, it is actually quite hot. What's it saying on radar box at the moment? Hang on, we'll just do a quick pop-up. Saying 27 degrees today. Far out, I chose a fantastic day to come out live streaming, didn't I? That's okay. I'm happy to be out here. I'm happy to be back out where somebody where it is warmer, a lot warmer than other places. There we go, looking good. Let's finish getting all of the rest of these pop-ups all set up. Then I hope you're doing well, folks. Thank you for tuning in. And I know this time it is a stream. It is a stream where people can actually tune in without it being the middle of the night. So it's good. It's good. I'm so happy to be back here at the Goldie. A little bit of rugby in the background as well. The good old rugby club. Everybody has fun down here. Alrighty, let's get that set up, and now I reckon we should be able to, let's get that. Yes, indeed, folks, I hope you're doing well this morning. It is a lovely 27 degrees. There we go, looks like it's working. Does look like it's working, fantastic. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Again, I hope you're doing well. I sure am. We're going to be having some fun out here at Gold Coast Airport today. It's been a while since we've actually properly been out here at a live stream at the Goldie, because I've had all the equipment in the UK. But it's good to be back, and you can see we've fixed the buzzing noise. I told you I'm great at stuff like this. I just know how to fix things. Looks like we've got a Jetstar taxiing down along here. Now, the only thing I have to be worried about, because it's so hot as well, I don't really want our equipment overheating. So actually, I didn't even bring an umbrella like I said I was going to. Actually, no, I did. That's a lie. I did bring an umbrella. That's good. That's good. We're all sorted. Anyway, I'll get to the chat in just a tick. But I will get my phone in the phone holder first, so then I can say g'day to some of you guys. Folks, let's see who's in the chat with us at the moment. Again, I hope you're all doing well. It is a lovely 27 degrees out here at the lovely Gold Coast Airport. Let's see who we've got. We've got Wilson's in the chat. Hello, you're going to like now? Fantastic. Plains Boss Mel, hey. Brick Boy, welcome. Whoa. We've got Dino's Aviation in the chat as well. Welcome, Dino. Thank you for joining us again out here at the lovely Gold Coast. If you're in or around here, come down and say good day. Happy New Year to you guys as well. Yeah, this of course is our first live stream of the year. That's great. That is just fantastic. And just working otherwise. Yeah, there we go. That's all good. Good to see you, mate. Nice to see you. We got Love Ya in the chat. Hello, Happy New Year. Great to see you back on the Gold Coast and getting over the jet lag. Yes, look, I'm going to be completely honest. It's a lot easier going into the future. I wasn't as jet lagged as I was when I was going to the UK. I still definitely was, though. It was not nice whatsoever. I think I fell asleep 4 days in a row at about 5 o'clock, and I'd be waking up at about 4 o'clock in the morning. But that's okay. That's okay, because I'm better now. I'm out here live streaming, and, you know, that's all that matters. It's lovely to see Jetstar again. It's been ages, absolutely ages, since I've seen a Jetstar aircraft. But yes, it's been easier getting back into the rhythm. I think it only took me a couple of days to get it all sorted. Alrighty, let's see where this JQ is heading off to. Got the Jetstar.com livery, the older variant. Oopsie, sorry about that, folks. Just trying to get a flight radar to see. This is Jetstar 437 over to Melbourne. Here we go. And we've got good runway operations today. So we can, we can see some great arrivals and some good departures as well. But, at the Goldie, it's all about the arrivals. Victor Hotel, Victor Foxtrot Delta for this aircraft. And there we go, up and away, about 2 hours down to Melbourne. Whereas I think I read somewhere it was about 40 degrees in Melbourne the other day, or maybe that was yesterday actually. I was listening to the radio on the way to the airport, and it was 47 degrees in Mildura, or it was supposed to be 47 degrees in Mildura. That is just crazy, is it not? How I don't know how people survive in that. I feel like I live in the two places where it's either too cold and then I go back and we're having heat waves. I don't get a break, do I? Anyway, thank you for tuning in, folks. I hope you're doing well. Our like goal for today is going to be 100 likes. Hopefully we get somewhat close to that, which will be good because we'll be getting into the rhythm of getting back into the live streams. We're going to be back up at Brisbane as well very, very soon. So you need to stay tuned and stay around for that, because I can tell you, being up at Brisbane again is just going to be fantastic. Always is fantastic. Always has been fantastic. Alrighty. Pop-up chat should be working. And, yeah. Awesome. Believe everything is working now. But yes, folks, thank you for all tuning into the 4OZ Aviator so far. I know this is it'll be a slightly slower stream, not as much. Or there'll be traffic, but just not as much people, I'm assuming, because we've been what's the word? Something, I forgot it. MIA, missing in action for our New Year's break. Obviously, I had to recover. Oh, there we go. Everything is working. Oh, this is fantastic. We're going to try this. Try Dino's Aviation, his chat. That, and then if we do... There we go. I think that's working. Did you guys hear the ding-dong? If you heard the ding-dong, it means it's all working, which is exactly what I want. Let's see. I'll listen to the replay. Oh, yes, you can hear it. There we go. It is working. Everything's all back to working order. That's fantastic. That's what we want to hear. Folks, again, here we go. Let's take a look. Because we've got Alex Tilbury in the chat. Welcome. Thank you all for tuning in again, Brick Boy. Yes, it was 40 degrees. It was crazy. Look. Oh, I'm just going to say I'm glad that I'm not down in Melbourne. I love Melbourne, but not to live. I could never live in Melbourne, if I'm going to be completely honest. It's an acquired taste. I love the Gold Coast, so I love the Goldie. I plan on being here for a very, very long time. But yes, thank you all for tuning in. Let's see. We've got a relatively full terminal at the moment. Actually, we've got a few more departures. We've got a lot of arrivals as well, because we've got obviously the rush hours, as we call it, at Gold Coast Airport. But yes, Skydiver on final. It is indeed. It's just dropped some of the skydivers, the parachuters now, the crazy people, and yeah, it's the crazy people plane, as I call it. Let's see. This will be our first arrival for the stream. Let's take a look. I might make that just a little bit easier. Now, the skydiving plane's always a little bit high. You can see it descends nice and easily down onto the runway just like that. Very skilled pilots they are to fly something like that. You got a very sudden change in weight and balance, of course, when you got basically all of your packs jumping out. So you got to be careful. You got to be very careful, and you got to be skilled. It's a good job to have, fun job to have. We'll get one of them to maybe just see if one of the pilots can come in for an interview at some point. Where are we looking? Where's our Jetstar? There we go. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. And we've got our Jetstar. This one's heading off to Auckland, so this will be our first international departure of the stream. We had Dunedin. I can't remember if Dunedin was. I think. Excuse me. I think Dunedin arrives early in the morning rather than departs. Oh, maybe I'm looking on the wrong day. Yeah, maybe I am. I have no clue. Dunedin. Can't find the Dunedin flywell. Oh, well, maybe I was just completely wrong. Maybe we don't have Dunedin today. I don't think it is a Thursday anyway. Oh, well. Oh, no, we do. We do. We have departing to Dunedin. There we go. That's where I saw it. But a 320 Neo that will be departing to Dunedin, hopefully in the next 5 minutes. Depending on if everything goes well. I'm sure Jetstar will have it all under control. But yes, here we go. Jetstar heading off to Auckland. We've got 2 international flights, both off to the over the ditch over to New Zealand. Oh, sorry about that, folks. They'll be heading off to the land even more down under, or to the land to the side and under. Does that count? Guess that counts. Yes, thank you for tuning in, folks. We're at what are we at so far? 32 likes. It's not bad at all. Been up for about 15 minutes. That is not bad at all. We've got some awesome supporters out there, so I got to make sure to drink water and to and to not get sunburnt. See, I need to get a little bit more tan because I've been in the UK for so long. It's yeah, not the nicest. Not the nicest having lily white skin after you've spent 3.5 weeks in freezing cold temperatures. Then you get back here and then you're instantly in the humidity. That's okay. There we go. Jetstar off to Auckland. Is our external audio okay, folks? Is it too quiet or is it about right? Or is it too loud? Wow, look at that. Just a little bit of crosswind. Look at that. That was a bit of a crosswind takeoff then. That was fantastic. Awesome stuff there from Jetstar. I can't see anything on arrivals at the moment. I think we've got quite a few departures, but then we'll get some more departures later as well. I said departure arrivals as we get some more arrivals later as well, rather. Might stay around and take some photos a bit later. We'll be up for a few hours, folks. But we're going to have some fun out here, of course. We need to make sure we have fun. It's been absolutely ages since anything like this, since anything has happened. So I'm really, really happy to be back at Gold Coast. Truly am. Here we go. Billy saying this month Qantas Link is supposed to fly the 220 to the Gold Coast. Yes, I heard about that. That is fantastic. I'll definitely be here. As long as I can get here, I can assure you I'm going to put everything I possibly can on hold to be able to get here, so I can see that 220, because that will be fantastic to see. And let's see. I don't know if I can catch it on camera. Where's it gone? There we go, going through the clouds. Pop out somewhere there. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's our 321. Is this our New Zealand? Might be our New Zealand. I think it is our New Zealand. There we go. There we go. And looks like we got a velocity pushing back at the moment as well. There is an alien, yes. The OGs, there is an alien. We'll have to, we didn't do a 2025 bloopers reel. We'll have to do a combined 2025 and 2026 bloopers reel. It'll be even longer video. Now we've got our yak actually right in front of us here. Now this is going to be a treat for you guys. This is where you want to invite your family, friends and foes. Because the yak is something that everybody enjoys, regardless, unless you're in it. Sometimes people don't enjoy it when they're in it. Obviously, you'll see in a second. You'll see in a second why. But yes, there we go. The yak, we got our 321, the Neo, I believe. Oh, is it new engine option? Might be, you know, I think it is our Neo. Yeah, it's 321 Neo, Zulu Kilo, November Golf. 321 Neo from Auckland, departed to 2.5 hours ago, just over that. 2 hours and 44 minutes. There we go, the yak is on the move. And yeah, it's about 17, I need to start speaking properly. 1,700 feet, 160 knots at the moment. So that'll be, oh, I've missed it, there we go. That'll be arriving very shortly. That'll be a very cool arrival to see. And that'll be departing again later, so we'll get to see that, which is just fantastic. And we'll get some departures, some arrivals. We're gonna have some fun, have some chillax time, a chill time out here at Gold Coast Airport, which will be an awesome thing to do and to see. Might need to plug my camera in a second though. Here we go. There goes the yak. Can't hear the yak from behind. Can definitely hear it from in front though. Get ready for this, folks. And there we go, up and away. Look at that. The yak is just fantastic, isn't it? To be able to do that is just incredible. Here we go, we got I think it's a Robinson over to our left-hand side here. That'll be arriving just near the ATC tower. There we go, and our 321 should be arriving any second now. Here we go. Our 321 Neo. There we go. Lovely stuff there. And then Velocity will be taxiing onto the runway. Where's Velocity off to? Where's Velocity off to? I bet you Sydney. Yeah, Sydney. Told you. Victor Hotel Victor Uniform X-Ray. Off to Sydney, about an hour flight or so. Velocity 512. I believe we've got another aircraft on, just about to turn on to finals. Soon as New Zealand's vacated the runway, Velocity will head off. And then I believe our Dunedin flight as well, which is just down there, will be departing very shortly as well. Here we go anyway, Velocity off to Sydney. There we go. There's some music going in. We'll put some music on in a second. Get some nice relaxing music. Always better with music. There we go. Lovely stuff from Velocity. Awesome. And there we go. New Zealand will be parking very shortly. Let's see what we've got on approach. It's a Jetstar. Jetstar from Sydney. This is Victor Hotel, Victor Foxtrot, Victor. Yeah, all the way from Sydney. Jetstar 404. Yes, Billy, I saw. Also, Fiji Airlines will be coming to the Goldie in June. I did see that, and how fantastic is that? That is just going to be fantastic. It's going to be awesome. We got more international carriers, which is just wonderful. It'll be good fun. It'll be super duper duper fun. Billy's saying, what time will we finish? Oh, probably up. We'll see. We'll see. I'm flexible, so see what I'm feeling like at the time. It all depends on how I'm feeling. No, it all depends on what aircraft we have there. It'll be good fun. We'll make a good stream out of it. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Folks, thank you all for tuning in so far. 37 likes, which is just fantastic. Hope you're doing well. I'll get some webcam up in a second as well. Look at that. We've got some more arrivals. We've got Qantas 592 from Sydney as well. Victor Hotel, Victor Yankee Hotel. That's a new one. Oh, a newer one that I haven't seen before. I believe. Anyway, we've got Jetstar 404 from Sydney. There we go, Jetstar. Lovely touchdown here at the lovely Goldie. Got a nice, an all-right cool breeze. It's not super duper cool, but it's a breeze that keeps you cool, if you know what I mean. Keeps you it stops you from overheating. We'll say that. There we go. Awesome. Can hear all the rugby behind me. It's always good fun. Always good fun. The rugby folks are just lovely as well. And I believe we should have a New Zealand 787 heading over the top of us sometime soon as well, which is super duper cool. Got a few seasons, got the little GA aircraft starting to come out, starting to be alive, starting to make their appearance. So let's, shall we get some music? What music do we want? Don't want that music. Do the classic one. Have it nice and low, so then it's not too much of a pain then. Here we go, Jetstar 320 Neo off to Dunedin. This one is Jetstar 189 Dunedin, Victor Hotel Alpha 5 Echo. Might wait. I believe it will probably hold until this next Qantas arrives from Sydney. We've got another Qantas heading right over the top of us. We'll see. Oh, I keep hitting. I'm keep hitting the tripod. I'm so sorry, folks. No, it is. He's gonna go for a. He's gonna go for it. Qantas on final. Jetstar Jetstar's going to have to shoot it down the runway. There we go. Off to Dunedin, one of our one of our newest acquired flights, I should say. I think it is our newest acquired flight, actually. The last new flight. There we go. Goodbye, Jetstar. See you later, alligator. There is a little bit of a gust. You can see the aircraft, their tails. The whole body actually just slants to the left when they're airborne. But here we go. Soon as Jetstar's done, we got Qantas. There we go. Lovely stuff from Qantas, as always. Keep hitting it. I need to stop hitting it, folks. I do apologize. Wind is 98 knots. Oh, right, okay. It's not horrible wind, but it's not exactly a super duper nice wind either. Why don't we go to Brisbane? We do go to Brisbane. Brisbane already has 2 full-time streamers. Obviously, not everybody goes to Sydney all the time, do they? So everybody takes in turns. We're respectful of each other. Gold Coast is our main airport, so we stay around Gold Coast for a majority of our live streams. We do definitely do special guest live streams up at Brisbane Airport, which we will be doing hopefully within the next week or two. That'll be up all on our Instagram, all of our info, socials. Probably do a post on YouTube as well, trying to see how many people will turn up. But yes, we definitely 100% will be up at Brisbane, which is always good fun. Very good fun. Alrighty, looks like we've got velocity as well. Let me get the info for that. Let me get that info up. Hang on, my phone decided just to temporarily not work. There we go. Right, it's all working. This is Qantas, actually. We've got Qantas that'll be heading off to Melbourne. On one arrives, one leaves. This is really bugging me now. These sunglasses, far out. Alrighty, I'm okay now. I'm there. Alrighty, there we go. Qantas in the nice new livery. Say new, it's the newest livery again. Snow when I say things like that, it's yeah, you know me. You'll get to know me. Our long-time viewers know what I'm like. They put up with me. They put up with me for 2 years now. They're okay. It get better, I promise, it does. Alrighty, here we go. Not Velocity, Qantas flight 877 off to Melbourne. See you later, Qantas. Victor Hotel, Victor X-Ray Echo. That'll be about, again, a 2-hour flight down to the south, where it is even more hot than up here. I'm very thankful to be right on the coast as well. Very happy to have an airport on the coast, because if we were in the middle of nowhere like Melbourne Airport, oh boy, that would be horrible, just horrific. Got the water to cool us down. There we go. How lovely. See you later, Qantas. Now, I believe that above us, that noise, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a 787 right above us somewhere. I'm trying to find it, but I can't. Stand by, folks. Ah, I can see it. Can you see it? Ah, where is it? I can't find it. I can't find it, folks. It's somewhere there, hang on. I cannot see that at all. No, I genuinely can't find it, folks. I'm so sorry. I cannot find that anywhere. I can see it, but I can't find it on the camera. I guess that we'll have to leave that for now. But I could not see that anywhere. It was like hiding. I guess it isn't all white with a tiny little black at the back. But anyway, that's okay. Sorry about that, folks. Tried my best. Didn't succeed. That's okay. Make sure to invite your family, friends and foes, folks, because we've got to the interesting part now. Got to the interesting part of the stream where we will start to get quite a few arrivals, which is always good fun. Let's see. Alrighty, let's get this up. We've got a pop-up. We got a membership. Let's get this. Here we go. We have got Aaron SG. Welcome to the Runway 14 Club. Oh, what member for 6 months, rather, I should say. Thank you so much, Aaron. Again, anybody who doesn't know what how Runway 14 Club is, we have different tiers for memberships. Anybody that does like to help us out here and there, they do go ahead and support us, help us out with just a little bit of a donation and such. It's a reoccurring payment that allows you to have exclusive chats like that. You get our pop-ups, get exclusive videos, which we definitely will be releasing sometime soon. We'll get some more videos again. I might be sticking around this afternoon to get some more content for the team. And no, yeah, it's good. It's fantastic. And people like Aaron, it supports us so incredibly much. And again, all of the revenue from these donations goes straight back into the channel. Not once does it go back into our pockets, straight into the channel, which is what we pride ourselves in. I think the only time that we've ever properly spent a tiny little bit of the channel money on ourselves for actual pleasure is when we're back. When we're back, this is the top story I tell every single time. We were flying back with Jetstar from Avalon. It was probably 11 o'clock at night, and we arrived here. Oh no, we arrived back into the Goldie at 11 o'clock at night, and we were exhausted. We hadn't had anything to drink. I was just like, come on. So we used, I think it was about $10 of the 4 Aussie Aviators money to get an apple juice for all of us. We had an apple juice, and that's the only money we've ever properly spent from the 4 Aussie Aviators on us. Which I think was fair. It was fair enough, but as I said before, everything else goes back into the channel. But yes, it's good fun. And Aaron, thank you so much. That truly it helps out so much. It's really fantastic. And the support like that, our supporters, our members really do mean a lot to us. Again, because we do this for fun. It's not cheap at all to be doing this. I'm going to be quite frank, but it's something that we love doing, and it's worth it. We get out here, we live stream, and we have fun, and that's all that matters. But yes, thank you so much. That truly is fantastic, Aaron. It means a lot to us. Thank you so much. We've hit 46 likes. Wilson saying, "Oh, didn't know there were Brisbane live streams." Yeah, you've got 2 incredible content creators, 2 incredible live streamers up at Brisbane. Only Planes Network and Julia Flight. Julia Flight does the morning. Only Planes Network generally does the afternoon/nights. So you've got Brisbane covered all day basically, which is a really good thing to have. And then you've got us that does the the occasional live stream. But yes, it's good fun. Really is good fun. Aaron saying, will we be at Brisbane Airport tomorrow? No, definitely won't be at tomorrow. It's a little bit of a late notice. We got to give them notice. We got to get everything sorted beforehand. Of course, the Brisbane Airport team are just fantastic, and we can get stuff sorted straight away. But we also need to prepare in terms of our equipment, getting up there, everything like that. No, yeah, Aaron, unfortunately, we won't be up there. We have commitments as well. I have commitments in the afternoon, and I believe the boys do as well. But we hopefully should be up at Brisbane Airport next week, which is good fun. Which definitely is always an awesome thing to start off. Well, ending the holidays. We haven't even been at up at Brizzy this holidays yet, which is a bit unfortunate, a bit disappointing. But hey, you know, can't always have fun. Where did I go? The Cessna disappeared, so I just left it. There we go. Haven't seen any of the squad cars, the Gold Coast Airport cars yet. Aaron, I bet you though, Only Planes Network, I reckon, will be live then. So if you go and talk to them, if you go check out their channel, then I reckon they will be up there live streaming. So you can go and see them. They've got some fantastic equipment, some truly fantastic equipment that just makes the spotting experience so much better. But yes. Rusty of Oz saying, how's the light rail construction going? Much progress? Well, there's no more light rail to the Gold Coast. They cancelled that project. Sorry, they cancelled it to Gold Coast Airport. So there's going to be, yeah, they basically, I think Christopher Fully said, no more light rail to the Gold Coast Airports. Which is a bit unfortunate. I would have absolutely loved to have a light rail, which makes my job a lot easier, and it makes everybody else's job a lot easier. They said no, it was a bit of a pain in terms of building it as well. You don't have a whole load of room. But instead, they're still going to go. They had two projects. They had the Coomera connector, and they had the light rail going across the Goldie. Light rail got cancelled, but they're still building the Coomera connector. And Carolyn, welcome, Carolyn. Thank you for tuning in. Morning, everyone. Welcome home, Jack. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, indeed. I am back home. Been back home for... I actually arrived. It was really good. I arrived at just before midnight into Brisbane Airport a week ago today, which is just truly fantastic. It was a good flight. I've got to say, that last flight, out of all of the flights, so when we were in London Heathrow, unfortunately there was a lot of ice and there was also quite a bit of fog. I was tuning into Sky Squad, Sean's stream over. He was at, I believe, Luton at the time, which is relatively close to Heathrow in terms of London area. There was no fog there, but there was just a huge fog surrounding Heathrow, and that pushed us back quite a bit. It was a 15-minute delay to start off with, and then that got pushed back to an hour delay. Only ended up being 45 minutes. Then we were up in the air, 16 hours 45 minutes, I believe, in the air, over to Perth, touchdown on Perth at about 1 o'clock, I believe, 1:15. And then I had a few hours in Perth to relax, get ready for the next flight, and then after that, we were back in Brisbane. I got to say, the noodles, Qantas, the noodles on my last flight, oh, they were good. They were really, really good. I really enjoyed those noodles. Probably the best meal I've had so far with Qantas. I think it was beef noodles or something like that. But yes, it's good fun. There you go, Velocity, Virgin Australia. It's great to see. I saw a ton of Virgin Atlantics over in Heathrow and in and around Amsterdam as well, which is good fun. Amsterdam was a lovely place to be. They've got snow. They're currently, I believe, the most delayed airport in the world, or have been for quite a few days. because of their snow, they're just covered in snow everywhere. And no aircraft can take off nor depart. They're stuck. Just completely stuck. There we go, a little Cessna touching down there, and then Velocity will be departing soon as well. Here you go. So this Velocity is heading off to Melbourne. Got another Cessna on approach, I believe. Yes, we do indeed. It's actually, yeah, this is a Skyhawk from Ballina, which we'll pick up in just a second. Here we go. Where are we looking? Somewhere there. There we go. I got him. Lovely stuff from the Cessna there. Is he going to butter it down onto the runway? Oh, bit of an interesting one there. We'll leave it at that though. We've got the Yak, I believe, as well. That Cessna's going to have to vacate pretty quickly. Well, we might see a go around from our Yak here. Uh-oh. Saw a little bit of behind the scenes. Is our Yak going to go do around? I'd actually like to see the Yak. Did we go around? Cessna's vacated, or... Yak's changed colour. Wow. Yeah, there we go, it's blue. Wow. That's the same Yak, but a different Yak. Something changed since I've been here. Oh, since I've been away, rather. Oh well, there goes the blue Yak now, not red anymore. And here goes Velocity. Carolyn saying, would I rather... Well, let's take a look. So would you recommend going via doing Perth to Heathrow or via Singapore? Look, it all depends on how you want to travel, how you want to fly. I was much more comfortable going through Perth. I'm relatively familiar with Perth. I would definitely say, in terms of connecting, if you want to make it a nice, super duper easy transition, super comfortable, you're in the same country basically the whole entire time, I'd 100% say go via Perth. Qantas has their two terminals right beside each other, Terminal 3 and 4. So Terminal 4 is used for Qantas International, Terminal 3 is used for Qantas Domestic at Perth. To get to Terminal 4, you have to go through Terminal 3. So basically all I did was I got off my flight from Brisbane to Perth. I think I walked about 100 metres, went through security, went through Border Force, and I was there at the gate. Simple as that. There was no queue because there's very little Qantas international flights as well. I think there's about 2 or 3 a day. It's really, really simple. Hardly any queues. So much more simple than going through sharing with other international carriers as well. Really, really simple. It does cost that tiny little bit extra. When I mean tiny little bit, I literally mean a tiny little bit extra. But I say, in terms of connecting and getting from one place to another, if you want a nice smooth journey, you want somewhere where you can easily just relax, not have to do anything, then I 100% would recommend going via Perth and then onto Heathrow. And people say it's a long flight. It is a long flight, but you're sleeping for most of it. I didn't sleep on the way to the way to Heathrow rather. I didn't sleep very much. I think I slept for 2 or 3 hours. But the rest I was watching movies and looking out the window, and it went by so quickly, it was incredible.
Your flight from Perth to Heathrow is mostly in the dark. And you depart at sunset, and then you arrive in the dark at 4 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, it goes by so much quicker than you think. It truly does, and it's good fun. It really is good fun. It's a really comfortable aircraft to be in as well. You're not crammed in an A380 or a 330. Not that you would in a 330, but you're not crammed in a 380 trying to share seats with hundreds of other people. Domestic-wise, Qantas 737s, you can't go wrong there. They're good, fantastic service. But yeah, just outstanding the whole entire way from the Qantas crew. But yeah, it truly was something that I had fun doing. And yeah, it went by so much quicker. I got to tell you, it might have just been me, but everything went by so much quicker than I thought it would, which is just fantastic. It's always good fun. We've got some doggos. Oh, that's okay. Oh, he's got tangled in my headphones. Doggy got tangled in the headphones. That's a new one. Here we go. We've got Velocity. That's a new one. The doggy just literally went through my headphones and got tangled all in my headphone case. And the cables, rather. There we go. Velocity. Lovely stuff from Velocity. Carolyn saying, yes, that sounds good. That's what I was thinking. I'm a nervous flyer, so it'll be the option for me 100%. It was my first time flying across the world, doing international by myself as well. I'm only 17. So, you know, it was something that I was not scared of, because I'm not a scared flyer. I just, a nervous flyer when I was by myself, considering it was my first time, which I think most people would be somewhat nervous by themselves, or the lead up at least. So I picked the option like, well, I would like to go, well, it will be good to stay in my country the whole way. Not that there's anything wrong with Singapore. Everybody in Singapore is lovely. From the numerous times my friends and my family have been there. Just being that first time and looking at the transition or the stopover in Perth and then onto Heathrow, I just thought it's going to be so much easier, and it was. It was the most simple thing, as I said. I landed in Perth on time. I got up out of the plane. I walked literally, I'm going to say 100 meters. There were big signs saying where you need to go to get to Terminal 4, to the international side. It probably took me 5 minutes to get into the international terminal. And that was purely because I had my battery, which is for live streaming. And I stood there, I waited, and I was at the gates 2.5 hours earlier than I should have been. So, you know, I was there early. I will warn you though, in the Qantas International, there's only really 2 areas or 2 cafes as such that you can pick from. There's a lovely little brewery kind of thing that has some great food, and there's also a convenience store as such. Both of which are within standard prices of an airport, but you just don't have much option compared to when you're in Qantas domestic as such, or over to the other side, just regular domestic where VA and Jetstar fly out of, which is always good fun. But yeah, it's super duper simple. I would 100% recommend it to any nervous flyers, anybody, or anything like that. It truly is fantastic. Wilson saying, I just want to know what is the biggest plane you've seen at Gold Coast Airport? Not the Asiana A380. No, I don't think we've ever had an A380 down here. Actually, you probably have at one point. I'm not too sure. Not 100% sure. Aaron saying, fly via Singapore. We're the #1 airport for the reason. Yes, but like it's different in different circumstances. I just preferred. I was happy to go on that long flight. I don't mind long flights, which I survived completely fine on. It's all about preference and choice, of course. You can go either way. It all depends. And yeah, it's all good fun. like the one that flew by. Yes, we did have a 7474-100 once. That was a very long time ago, just before COVID, I believe. And that was really good fun. That truly was good fun. I didn't see it, but the videos, I think that was a diversion from Brisbane, I believe, which is always good fun. We're very lucky when Brisbane's got bad weather, get quite a few diversions, and then when Sydney's got bad weather, Brisbane gets all the diversions, which is good fun. Aaron saying your longest flight from Singapore via Dubai to Lisbon, Portugal, about 24 hours. Far out. That's a long one. Well, I think I was traveling for 25 hours. I wasn't on a plane for the whole 25 hours though. That included stopovers in places such as Perth. And we're doing well, folks. Been up for about an hour. That's flew by. Quite literally. Let's try and get some more folks in though. We're going to try and get as many people in as possible. Invite family, friends and foes. Actually, let's see if this button still works. I haven't used this in a while. Will it work? It does work. Here we go. And then back from Barcelona to Singapore via Dubai, 777-300ER and an A380. Ooh, I love the 777-300ER. When I was in Amsterdam, there's a huge plane model shop in the airport, and a huge one super duper close to the airport, and it's good fun. It really is good fun, because I think I purchased about 3 aeroplane models there. I purchased, I was flying with Qantas, so I wanted a Qantas 787. I wanted it was something to do with KLM. I decided to buy a KLM 787, being in the Netherlands. And I also wanted something to do with something or other, being in the UK as well. So I ended up getting a British Airways 777-300ER, which was fantastic, and it's definitely a big model. It's really good fun. But no, yeah, it's a good place to be, Amsterdam. I love Amsterdam, and I would highly recommend being there, just as long as they don't have snow. Lovely country to be in, really lovely country, and you ride bikes everywhere, which is just fantastic. There we go. Carolyn, I know what you mean. I'm flying out to Singapore at the end of March, and I'm starting to get nervous and finding my way around the airport. It's a huge airport. Yes, look. As much as it is a huge airport, they've got thousands of staff there that are there to help you out. Qantas, they generally from the same area anyway. I know what you mean by getting nervous. It definitely is. But the fact that there are people around you, I can assure you, you won't be the only people connecting to that flight as well. Depending on who you're flying with as well, they can help you. There's assistance options, everything like that, which is fantastic. I was 100% nervous. I'm confident in myself getting from different places, but I didn't 100% know what was going to happen in Perth. So I got nervous as well, and my job, everything that I want to do in the future is based around aviation. I know the aircraft like the back of my hand, and I still get nervous. Not the flying aspect, but again, that transfer aspect, what happens when you actually get there. It is nerve-wracking, but no, it is. It truly is. It is nervous. You're not alone in that. Even coming from me, I was incredibly nervous. Again, that's flying to the other side of the world by yourself is a crazy, scary thing to be doing. But it's 100% worth that at the end of the day. It really is, and it's good fun. Got a nice tractor. Hang on. Oh, the joys of being here at Gold Coast Airport. I don't know what they're cutting. The grass is already basically cut, but anyway. There we go. Yes, and as Roddy said, Changi is awesome, plenty to do, you won't get bored. Yes, and look, again, once you're at your gate, you know where your gate is. There's so much to do, you're not going to have time to sit down and relax. You're going to You're going to go find things to do. You're going to be excited to explore the airport, which is just fantastic. And again, that was just my personal choice, going via Perth. I'll probably take that again in the future, but I definitely, at some point as well, will definitely be going via Perth. Qantas was amazing as well. The staff, the way they handled operations, everything just was truly fantastic. I can't fault them at all. Obviously, aeroplane food is a bit different, but that's with any Australian carrier. If I'm going to be completely honest, they don't have a best record or reputation for food. We don't have a very good reputation for food anyway. But anyway. But yes. Wilson saying, I only go to Sydney Airport to plane spot. Beautiful place to plane spot. Indeed, we do our, well, it's only an hour flight down to Sydney. Oh, what was that? That obviously hit something. I'm sorry, folks. That was a loud pitch and a little squeak. Maybe it was just the frequency of the engines. Oh well. Yes. That was it's good fun. Sydney Airport was just down the road for us, basically. Got this what, $60, just over $60 that you can fly down there for on a good day. And yeah, we bring our equipment. We bring a suitcase full of equipment and a few batteries. Live stream as much as we possibly can. I don't think the last few times we haven't exactly been super duper lucky because it's been a bit rainy each time. You just didn't pick the right days. But hey, that's okay. We'll get a good day in Sydney. We've got a few other times we have. That was really early in when we started live streaming though. Quite a while down the track. But yeah, or up the track. One or the other. But yes, it is good fun, and it is a lovely airport. 100% Changi is, and it's an interesting experience. Everybody has their own way. Aaron saying, I've flown Qantas, won't fly it again as compared to SQ. I chose Singapore every day. Qantas seats for me are uncomfortable and the food is not that good. Yeah, I can agree on the food. My seat was fantastic. Both ways, I can't fault them at all. I had lovely legroom, the Dreamliner, and that could be the 380 or the 330 that you flew on. But I flew on the 787. The 737 was fine as well, as you would on a 737. On the way back, I had extra legroom, which is truly fantastic, and the seat next to me was free. I am a little bit biased, just a tiny bit biased, because on the way to Perth, so Perth to London, I did have a seat beside me free, which is a bit unfair. I didn't really use it a whole load. I didn't use it too much, if I'm going to be completely honest. I just really used it for my bag, and that was it. But other than that, the legroom on the 787 was fantastic. They had in-seat charging, lovely legroom. I can't fault them at all. The staff were fantastic, always lovely. I'm not going to say there was something super special about them. Qantas is a lovely airline. I'm happy supporting an airline that is Australian as well. But yes, it's definitely. I'd definitely fly Qantas again. I want to try and experience other airlines as well. But definitely Qantas is something that I can't fault them at all. The food, again, that's a bit different. But other than that, it was a fantastic flight. And as I said before, it went by so quickly. Even on the way back. So on the way back, I didn't have a seat next to me free, even though with the delay, they still managed to handle it really well. They said Happy New Year when it was New Year. Everything went well with Qantas. I'm going to be honest. Nothing at all went wrong. The staff. I have the batteries with me. Actually, I'll show you. So you can see a little bit of the behind the scenes in terms of what happens here at the 4 Aussie Aviators. Let's get some webcam up maybe. Then you can see I'm actually sitting down. Actually, we can get a button for that. There we go. Hey folks. Anyway, I am sitting down, but if you can see, I bring one of these. So it's a nice big heavy battery, about 3.5 kilos. But with these, basically what happens is, because it's over 100 watts, so in Australia, the maximum you're allowed on an aircraft is 100 watts. This is 155 watts. So you have to get a special approval from Qantas, go through the operations, everything like that, which is a process, but it's worth it because it is for the safety. You do have to make sure. With these, I always get pulled up by security. You have to declare them to Qantas staff, and they go through everything. In Heathrow, they were absolutely legendary. I did wait around just for a little bit because they're not entirely experienced. They very rarely get dangerous good applications coming through, and in Heathrow, obviously they only had that one counter in Heathrow to get that all sorted. But other than that, through everything like that, they were fantastic. They helped me through security as well. They got me expedited through security, making sure that I would be able to get through security with the battery because it has been approved. Other than that, it was super duper simple, super duper easy, and other than that, I can't fault them whatsoever. It really was a lovely experience with Qantas. And yeah, it was. I just want to say it was so easy to get through, and it was just really easy. I would recommend it to anybody that wants to have an easy time through getting to the other side of the world. I'd say I'd definitely recommend Qantas. Definitely recommend Qantas. If you wanted something a bit more special, a bit higher service standards, you could easily go with somebody like Singapore, Qatar, Emirates. You got all of those options from Brisbane as well, which is awesome. Everybody has their own particular way. I know everybody has their own opinions and everything like that. Again, but that's just how it works. I love Qantas, if I'm going to be honest. Always have been a fan of Qantas. Have flown on them a few times. Yeah, it was a really nice, simple, easy process, which is, I think, what I needed for that first time flying. Now that I'm a bit more experienced, I can go in and take a look at other airlines as well, see what else other airlines have to offer. Yeah, I was happy, very, very happy. Let's take a look. We're currently at, 63 likes, which is fantastic. 62 likes. That should go up to 63 in just a second. But yes, let's catch up on the chat. Aaron saying soon it'll be larger in the mid-2030s when Terminal 5 opens. It'll be 4 current terminals. Wow. Well, that's fantastic. Changi is already a huge airport. But it is a lovely airport. From what I've heard, I've never been to Changi. I've spent a lot of time in Hong Kong with Cathay due to family members, everything like that. Yeah, it truly was fantastic. And everybody has their own way. As I mentioned before, everybody does have their own way on what they need to do, how they operate, how they work. And yeah, I was very, very happy with Qantas. I'll definitely be flying with them again. It's good flying with an airline that supports your own country, etc. Yeah. There we go. I've had my rant about Qantas now. I hope you're all happy. Let's take a look. Wilson saying, what planes would you choose for domestic and international? Well, on my current one, on the last one, I flew. Well, let's go through all of the aircraft that I flew on. We went to. We were on a 737 to Perth, then to London we were on a 787-900, then over to Amsterdam we were on an E195, then back on an E195, then what else? Then back on a 787 and a 737 back to Brisbane. Alrighty, I need to plug my laptop in. Let's get that all sorted. Don't want the stream to suddenly end, do we? That would not be very good. If I can find my my laptop charger, there we go. Alrighty. But folks, I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. I think I can see Christchurch Aviation in the chat there as well. Hello from a cloudy Seattle airport. USA, not airport rather, Seattle, USA. How are you? I'm absolutely fantastic. I'm happy to be back in Australia. I'm happy to be back at work as well. Yeah, it's good, really, really good to be back. Yeah, having a lot of fun. And thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well as well, mate. Because I know I am. Definitely am. Alrighty. Get some more music going. There we go. Alrighty. You don't want eternal vistas, do you? Want? Well, now classic. There we go. That's what we want to hear, isn't it? Alrighty. All sorted. Bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum 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 ba 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 bum. Saying must be because Qantas uses their 330s from Singapore to Sydney and Melbourne. Yeah, they do. They do a lot of their bigger flights. The ones that they can use more. They need more people on the higher demand flights. They do use their 330s. Of course, they use their 330s. Will be used for international flights mainly, but it also is used for those shorter flights, which is always good fun. I'm yet to fly on a Qantas 330 actually. I have a buddy who used to fly for Qantas, still flies for Qantas, not on the 330s anymore, but rather on their new 321 Neos, or XLRs rather. Christchurch Aviation saying, I'm doing good. I landed into Seattle from Houston about 4 hours ago, and I fly back to NZ on the 11th of January, going to the Museum of Flight tomorrow and the Boeing factory tour the next day. Oh, that is fantastic, mate. I'm jealous. That is just fantastic. Mate, go and send us some pictures on Instagram. You follow us on Instagram, so go ahead and show us. That will be fantastic to see. That will be awesome. Boeing factory tour. Oh, that's awesome. I'm jealous, mate. That is just lovely. You can see Carolyn in the chat there. Go and check out our merch store. Or if you're lucky, if you're around down on the Gold Coast. Actually, I don't even have the shirts with me today. I usually carry my shirts around so I can give out a shirt or two. But that's okay. I don't have it with me. But guess what I do have? I do have stickers. So if you're in and around the Gold Coast, near the airport, come and say g'day, because you never know. You might be able to acquire yourself one of the 4 Aussie Aviators stickers. I have to start like a point system. If you come down once, you get a sticker. Then if you show that sticker and you come down a second time, you get a shirt or a hat. A321 XLR wasn't very nice. Also wasn't Qantas the first airline to get them. I don't think they were. Actually, I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that. Don't ask me on that. I'm not too sure at all. I wouldn't be able to tell you. But there are definitely other people that can. Does anybody else in the chat know? It's good fun today, folks. We're having fun out here at Gold Coast Airport. Again, make sure to invite your family, friends, and foes. I need to get some water. Stay hydrated, folks. It is a hot day today. It is a very hot day. Got Billy joining us as well. One of the legends down here. What's it looking at? 5-minute delays average today. 472 departures in the next 7 days. The busiest route, of course, of course, as always, is going to be Sydney, Gold Coast to Sydney rather. That's just a given. But yes, it's a lovely, fantastic time of year to be out here at Gold Coast Airport. You can see the ridges as well. We need to get back up at the ridges. That reminds me, got to do lots of admin work this afternoon as well. Get back home and I'll start doing more admin work. Piecing together a few videos, getting everything all sorted and ready to go. But yes, there we go. I think our music stopped. We need to put one of the classic ones. There we go. We'll put classic intro music. And there we go. That's all good. We can see the air traffic control tower. You know, going back after seeing Heathrow's and Amsterdam's air traffic control towers, it's an interesting one to see. To see little tiny Gold Coast's air traffic control tower. Looks like we've got Jetstar off to Sydney soon, Jetstar 407, and then we got some more arrivals later as well. Few departures as well. So we've got another 320 Neo from Melbourne, so that'll be at Alpha 5 Delta, and then from there we'll be having an awesome arrival and departure session. The airport will be full of arrivals, and then we'll be departing straight back out to wherever they go. It'll be good fun. Lots and lots and lots of fun. Christchurch Aviation saying, I post some on the Instagram when I get back to the NZ and I can send it to your Discord server after the finish of the tour and get back to my hotel. Mate, that would be fantastic. That would be awesome. And yeah, no, we're interested. I think it would be super duper cool to be able to go do something like that. The boys and I, we haven't seen each other in ages. All four of us haven't been together in ages, which is just crazy. Which is a bit sad, but look, we've got busy lives. But it's good that we still have something that like this that connects us, which is just awesome. Always connected. Wilson saying, also speaking about cool, I'm going to the HARS Aircraft Museum. Very excited for that. Is that the one in Sydney, I believe? I think Sid Squad went to that one a while ago. Which actually, I think that was supposed to be where we were going at Spotters Fest. Spotters Fest earlier last year was an interesting one. But yes, let's get back into it. All right, I'm back. I just had to do some more admin work. You know, it's a bit tough juggling all of this by yourself. But you get used to it after a while. We've been doing this. It's crazy to say. This will be at the end of this year. This will be our 3rd year doing this. 3 years we've been doing aviation live streaming. That is just crazy, isn't it? Isn't that crazy to think? You've grown up with us, everybody. Everybody who's been with us since the start. I can remember Carolyn, and then everybody else along the way has just grown up with the 4 Aussie Aviators. Seeing us grow in the aviation field and spend more and more money and hours at the airport. We need to add it up. I think we need to go through all of the live streams and add up how many hours we spent at the airport, because it's going to be crazy. More than what a normal person would be. I need to get my charger for the camera before that decides to stop working. Because again, if we don't have a camera, then we can't see anything. And generally, we want to see the planes, not just hear them. Look at that, Jetstar looking nice and shiny today. Their lovely silver A lovely, lovely silver livery. Most people don't like it, but I love it if I'm going to be honest. It's like a bit reflective, probably not the best for the camera. But, you know, we deal with it. We have fun. There we go, Jetstar about to head off. Actually, I need to get the information on where that's heading to. Let's see. Jetstar's going to be heading off to Sydney. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome stuff from Jetstar. Here we go, you can hear those engines. That means it's my time to get back to the camera. Here we go. Look at that. Be great. You know what would be great if we could have a microphone right down the other end of the runway. Then we can just hear the aircraft. Like have a line so we can hear the aircraft engine the whole entire way, because it like fades after the tiniest little bit, which is just a little bit interesting. And there we go. Lovely stuff. Keep an eye on all the chats. I think I do need to. There's nothing at the moment, so I can plug my equipment in. Plug it in so then we can get make sure nothing dies. Because that's not a very good thing. Never really has been. Oh, sorry folks. And there we go. Plugged in. There we go. Awesome, 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 awesome. Alrighty, I need to get some water as well. Let's see, we've got some new people in the chat. Let's get all of this set up so I can see the chat again. Alrighty, so let's take a look. So Jono in the chat. Morning boys and mods, hope everyone is well. Mate, I am fantastic. Thank you for asking and thank you for tuning in. It's a lovely morning out here at the Goldie. As it most of the time is, except when it's raining. We have fun out here, and yeah, I'm having fun. Look at that, what's Cessna doing? A little flip around. But yes, I hope you're doing well, folks. It is a lovely morning, and we've got 32 more likes until getting 32 likes until our first like goal. So I hope we'll be able to reach 100 likes today, actually. As I said, we're slowly easing back into the pattern of live streaming. Getting there, as I like to say. Cez is already off. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Fantabulous. We use that word now, not fantastic, it's fantabulous. Bit slow, but hey, oh well. Let's zoom right to the plane so we can see what's happening in and around there, and then we'll take a look at when our next arrival is actually. Let's see. And next arrival is gonna be very, very soon actually. We've got a Velocity 733 from Melbourne. Then again, after that we'll have our few departures, which is always good fun. And then, and then we'll be off back into the rhythm of live streaming. Got a few delays as well today. That could be due to the heat. You never know. But yes, very excited for our A220, which will be coming in sometime this year, and of course Fiji. Fiji is just going to be fantastic. Truly will be fantastic, and let's see. I'm just trying to find where our next when our next arrival is scheduled to come in, actually. Because then I'll think about, always good to think about into the future and see when we're planning to end live streams. You can see the heat haze. That is just incredible. That truly is incredible. Let's see. Again, come and invite your family, friends and foes, folks, because it is a little bit of a quiet one at the moment. But it will get busier and busier as the day goes on. Pringle saying, planning on doing any IRL flying myself? Absolutely. I've done some flying before. Done a few flight lessons up on the sunny coast in Caloundra. But other than that, this takes up most of the time. When I'm at the airport, I could be flying planes, but I choose to live stream them instead, which is always an interesting one. No, but I have fun doing this. There's different reasons to why I do this, mostly because I love this whole entire community aspect of being able to talk with people in and around the Gold Coast and around Australia and around the world as well, quite frankly. To be able to hang out with people and meet new people in the industry as well. It'll give me a world of opportunities, not just in flying as such. Pringles, yes, indeed, it was in the sling. It was in a sling and then a Cessna. The first time I can't actually remember. I know it was a Cessna. Don't know what type of Cessna. I should have known, but I was yeah, I don't know what I was doing on that day. I think I was just too happy that I was flying. That was my first proper flight experience, such. My first time flying an aircraft myself. I think I was just awestruck. Is that the right word? I was just struck by the absolutely incredible amazingness of it, so I didn't really focus on anything else except the fact that I was flying, which is good fun. But yes, I definitely, in the second time it was the sling. Sling's a fantastic aircraft. I'm just going to say I've flown in quite a few. If you guys remember a while back, one of the channel friends, Cram Middlecoat, who I went up to Darwin with and who have in the past done many things. He's been on the channel for an interview before. But it was a fantastic aircraft. Still is a fantastic aircraft. Lovely little aircraft to be in. And the joystick as such. I love the joystick. Much rather a joystick rather than a yoke, I'm going to be honest. Guess which is my favourite aircraft? Boeing or Airbus? No, we don't go into the politics of that. Not yet. And then we've got Pringle saying, plans to be an airline pilot? Absolutely. My goal is to be flying for Jetstar or Qantas or Virgin, any airline that will want to take me. As long as I'm flying, going to be fun. The first time, I'll be fine. The first time I started flying, to that first flight experience in the Cessna, I can remember I'd obviously been into planes, but I never experienced flying myself. I went in and I flew for that first time. And I was just like, I need to be doing this. I need to be flying. and other than that, my goal in life, my passion in life has been aviation. Is aviation. It's fantastic. It's a lovely industry to be in, and a lovely industry to be around. And yeah, I don't. There was a special feeling that I still can't explain myself, but I knew I had to be up in the air, and I still want to be up in the air as much as I possibly can. Yeah, that's the only way to really explain it. Yeah, it's a good way. Yes, long story short, yes, I want to be an airline pilot. Wilson saying, why doesn't Qantas bring their Q400s here? Look, where would you fly it from? Fly to and from? The routes that we have in demand, you'd have to fly multiple Q400s due to the seats to fulfill that demand, or you could just fly one 737. Yeah, no, it'll be interesting. Pringle saying, I'm a skydiving pilot down here in Vic in a Cessna 206. Oh, fantastic. Hoping for airlines this year, just clocked 600. Oh, awesome, mate. How fantastic is that? Dude, you're doing well. That is just fantastic. Well done. Mate, if you're ever up in the Goldie, we love talking to pilots. We love talking to anybody in the aviation field. If you're ever on the Goldie or if we're ever down in Melbourne or around Victoria, wherever you're based, dude, we'd love to have you on the channel and have a chat. If you go ahead and follow us on Instagram or go and message us on Instagram, we definitely get something sorted, even if it's an over-the-phone interview, anything like that. We love talking to folks, especially pilots who are still in training or wanting to get into the airlines, such as you. That's fantastic, and obviously it helps me as well, because then I've got this year left of school and then I'm into the aviation industry. But yeah, definitely, go ahead and give us a follow on Instagram, and then please send us a message. That would be really, really fantastic, even if it's just me asking questions to you about the industry. That would help out a lot. Definitely go and do that, mate. That would be fantastic if you could. Pringle saying, yes, it's the best office, mate. I love it. Just turned 22, have a few mates who just got into Jetstar. Mate, that's fantastic. It's great to hear stories like this. It really is. Being able to talk to people as well, because this is the path that I want to go down and have fun with and go along the journey. I know everybody has their own individual story, their own individual way in the industry, but it's the fact that everybody at the end has a goal and just wants to be flying. Everybody wants to be up in the air, and that's what connects everybody together, I guess. And I definitely hope, mate, I want to get to talk to you. Because if you've got just that little bit of experience, or lots of experience, 600 flying hours, and just talking about how the journey's gone so far, that would be fantastic. Definitely go ahead and give us a message. Velocity from Sydney or Melbourne. Well, a bit of a heavy one for that one. Not horrible, but wasn't the smoothest. There we go. Now we got Qantas pushed back as well. Absolutely, mate. Hoping to get up to the Goldie soon for a holiday, mate. You're very welcome to come along and say g'day and be on a live stream. As I said before, it's fantastic. Anybody in the aviation field is very welcome to come and say g'day. But it's good fun. The man in front of you, a hat or a shirt. I don't have a hat or a shirt. I have my own hat and my own shirt, but I'm not giving those away. I need to stay sun safe, and I gotta be able to, you know, have a shirt on. I can't be wandering around without a shirt. VA 733 it was. Alrighty, what's happening? Well, let's see where this Qantas is off to then. Because then we can continue seeing what's going to happen. So this Qantas rather is off to Sydney. Qantas 593. We've also got an aircraft on arrival, on finals rather. This is velocity 515. It's a bit over the place. The wings are rocking actually quite a little bit. Back and forth and back and forth. Let's take a look. Just a little bit rocky before. It was over to the right and then it was to the left. Must have overcorrected itself. There we go. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff from Velocity. Got a little bit of action actually. Just a tiny little bit of action. No, I don't have any extras with me right now. I think I did the tractor go in front before. No, I don't have any extras with me now. I have stickers, quite a lot of stickers actually. I have hundreds. I don't have the shirts or hats with me at the moment, unfortunately. Next time though, I'll bring them down. It will be next time, 100%, 100%. 76 likes at the moment, folks. We've got 41 of you legends tuning in. That is just fantastic. Go ahead and invite your family, friends, and foes. As I say all the time, let's get that popped up again. Definitely go and invite your family, friends, and foes, because this is the time where we're all having fun together, all out live streaming. But yes, there will be a quieter time, which is always good fun, and then they do get busier. Don't worry, there are quiet periods, but then they're all at the same time. It's either busy or it's quiet at Gold Coast. There's not really an in between, which is just a little bit unfortunate, but can't do much about that. Here we go. We've got the tractor going back and forth now. And is he purposely going in front? Maybe not. I think the signal's been relatively good so far, knock on wood. Everything's been relatively cool. There we go, we've got Qantas taxiing along now. This will be heading off to Sydney, I believe. There we go, you can start to hear those engines. Oh, and I just smacked the tripod completely. Right, I need to get better at not hitting the tripod. This is getting bad now, folks. I've done that quite a few times today, actually. There we go. Can't see anything on finals or arrival at the moment. So Qantas will head straight onto runway 14. There you go. There goes Qantas. Lovely stuff there. I reckon one of our last aircraft today, we'll see what happens. But I reckon probably one of our last aircraft today will be our 320neo departing. There you go, you can see the shadows of the clouds going along the lovely white body of the... Got something? Alright, we've got something coming right over. Thank you to Billy. Coming right overhead. Wait for a second to see. Yeah, literally right overhead. That's going to be a tough one to get on camera. Right, bear with us. Wait for that to go over the top of us. 79 likes, 21 away from our like goal. Here we go. It's gone over, there we go. Bit of a bouncy one for the little Cessna there. Wow. Yeah, wow, that was a bit of an interesting one. We don't want any more. I think the last Gold Coast stream I did, there was a bit of a few interesting ones that were just not nice whatsoever. Also got, I believe it's Citation, might be a Mustang. Citation Mustang, is that a thing? I don't know. Bear with me. This is yeah, well, it is a Citation Mustang. There we go. I was right. Look at that. I'm just too good. Here you go, the Cessna Citation Mustang. Well, the two Cessnas, 172, and then of course the big boy, the Citation Mustang. There we go. Relatively quick takeoff from the Mustang there. Look at that. That was very nice. Gear up and up and away. Look at that. There we go. See you later, alligator. Have fun. Now what else is happening down at the terminal? We've got I believe that's a Velocity. I believe so. Let's take a look. It is a Velocity. There's a Velocity 516, and there's quite a few GA aircraft actually at the moment. Few little Cessnas that'll be taxiing around and having fun. And another Cessna arriving in Airways Aviation. Come on. Not too bad. Wasn't horrible. Oh, I tried to combine horrendous and horrible then. Definitely don't want to do that. And we got another Cessna. Quite a few Cessnas actually. Told you it's the time for Cessnas. 10 o'clock, close to 11. Not bad at all.
Here we go. And if you folks are new to here, you'll see obviously Gold Coast is a very big training heavy centre, especially for flight carriers such as Airways Aviation Flight 1, which I think have just actually left Gold Coast, and Gold Coast. All the big carriers down here at the Goldie. Lovely places. All their hangars are over to the left there. It is just a lovely place to be as well. I'm just going to put it out there. Their offices are just fantastic. I could honestly just sit there all day and just, you know, wouldn't have to do anything. But yes, it's a fantastic place to be. All of the Gold Coast is, if I'm going to be completely honest. We've got fantastic views here. We're very, very privileged and very, very lucky to be able to see aircraft like these. Thank you to everybody who has liked so far. It is a fantastic one to be able to. It is a fantastic place to be. I also apologise. I know I'm saying a lot of nonsense at the moment. I'm still getting used to being back in the hot, boiling sun, the black t-shirt on, and not having 3 different layers on as well. So I do apologise for all the nonsense that comes out of my mouth. But anyway, as I was saying, it is a great one to be able to come out here. It is a fantastic place to be. Gold Coast Airport is, and being able to share these kind of experiences with you, being able to share the aircraft that we love and see, truly, truly fantastic. Looks like we've got a velocity. Bet you it's a velocity, because when one velocity departs, one arrives. This is indeed a velocity, and this is from Adelaide. This is our daily Adelaide flight. Here we go. There we go, a bit of a bump from velocity there, but you know what? A good landing, as Captain Gaza says, a good landing is a landing that you can walk away from. And as said before, when one velocity arrives, one departs. Here we go, velocity heading off to Sydney. This will be a good one to see. Got Matty's Mozzies in the chat as well. And Matty's Mozzie, hello everyone. I've been busy, so missed some of the live part. That's all good, mate. Caught the end of it. Not the end. We're not at the end yet, are we? No. We're gonna stick around until our Air New Zealand departs. Until that heads back to Auckland. Might even stick around for just a tiny bit longer, depending on what the traffic is, but we'll review that once our Air New Zealand pushes.
you go, velocity up and away. Next time it'll be on the ground. Be in Sydney. The heat haze is crazy today. Here we go. Pringle saying yes, Gold Coast is a beautiful place. It truly is a beautiful place. It's a lovely, lovely place to be for beach vibes, everything like that. It is a nice, nice, relaxing place to be. I got to say, especially the airport. If I'm gonna be honest, love the airport. Everything around the airport, because you've got the beach just over there, just behind those buildings. You've got the beach. Then you've got a lovely cool breeze that comes off of it as well. And then, well, we've got shops all along here. You've probably got you've got Tweed Heads down to the right hand side, New South Wales, and then out and along to the left, you've probably got your next port of call is Currumbin, I'd say. Currumbin is probably your next port of call, where you got quite a few shops. You've got obviously the ones at Tugun down the road where the petrol station is, which is always good fun. But then the rest, yeah, no, it's awesome. Air New Zealand is pushing back. Probably means we will go for a little bit longer, actually, depending on how many arrivals have. We'll catch up. And we've got Jetstar, our 320 Neo, just about to arrive. Here we go. Alpha 5 Delta, this one is. You can hear those engines already. Come on, Jetstar. Not a bad one from Jetstar at all. There we go. 320 Neo arrives, and then you got a 321 Neo just about to depart. All the Neos are coming. All the new engine options. Well, let's take a look at what we have going on, because it might mean that we can go for just a tad longer then. As you know, folks, our live streams at Gold Coast are shorter than other live streamers, purely because we don't have as much traffic in and around the Goldie. We are 10 likes away from our like goal, though. Can we make it, folks? Let's make it before the end of the stream. Let's make it to 100 likes, and then next stream, when we got more of us, you guys can come back along. We can and we can up the like goal to another 100. We'll go 110 next time. I reckon that will be pretty good. I reckon that's doable. I reckon that's doable. I reckon so. There we go. Our crazy people plane, skydiving plane. Don't know why people like it, but hey. And then we've got our squad car as well. When we're over at our old spot, it's always good fun. Over at our old spot, we call it the OG spot. Over there. There we go. Up on that big concrete slab. They get real close to the fence. They'll always come up and say g'day, and we've talked to the AFP before. They're always good. They're always friendly as well. Everybody's friendly. That's one of the best things. Everybody that we've talked to at Gold Coast Airport is super duper friendly. Always has been, always will be. Let's see what's our Cessna doing. All right, not too bad, not too shabby. And Air New Zealand will be on the move in just a second. 6 more likes. What about 150? I don't think we'll get 150 today. I reckon we can get to 100 today. I reckon 100 is a realistic goal. That's our first like goal. I reckon another time we can aim to get to 150. Our Brisbane live streams tend to get over that, or just over that. Try that another time though. Here we go. Got another Cessna. This is the time for all of our little baby Cessnas. There we go. And I believe Air New Zealand is on the move now. Air NZ. Well, let's see when these 320 Neos are scheduled to depart, or when our next few Velocities are scheduled to depart, and when our next arrivals are, because it might be worth waiting around just for a little bit longer to see them arrive. There you go, and you got the tractor in the way. At least it's not as bad as Heathrow. 5 likes left, indeed. We're nearly there. Alrighty, let's take a look. So our next arrival is probably going to be 4 minutes or so away. Just about to turn onto finals. On approach at the moment. I believe we've got another one. We do have another one. And we do have another one as well. We have quite a few arrivals, which will be good fun. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, what we'll do is we'll wait around just for a little bit then. And we can see a few of these arrivals that aren't too far off within the next 20 minutes or so, which will be really good fun. I believe one of them is our daily Cairns flight, which is always an interesting one. Love to go to Cairns again. I haven't been in ages. Really nice. And when I mean ages, years. Alrighty, Air New Zealand 188. This is going to be off to Auckland, of course. Zulu Kilo, November Golf. We saw this arrive earlier today. 321 Neo, as you are all aware. Nearly at our light goal, folks. 5 from our light goal. We are so close. So close. New Zealand on the move. New Zealand is on the move indeed. Just checking on the live stream to make sure everything's all smooth. Still 5x5, everybody. Did everybody still hear us? I'll put some music on as well. There we go. Turn that music up so we can have a little bit of fun. Good fun. 3 away. 3 likes away from our like goal. How fantastic is that? Stay around. We'll stick around for these few arrivals then, and then we'll make our way off to the airport. I'm gonna have a little bit of lunch actually. I need to have something to eat. I've got my lunch packs, but then I might grab a coffee or something like that down at the terminal. Everybody who has tuned in so far, it truly has been a pleasure to be able to talk with you, to show off this incredible airport. 2 likes now. 2 likes until we've hit our like goal. And this, I believe, this New Zealand will hold for velocity. I think the velocity is gonna arrive before Air New Zealand's even made it to the holding point. There's New Zealand, and velocity is now in sight. Here we go. There we go, lovely stuff from velocity. Then where's New Zealand gone? There we go. And New Zealand, and then I think I can see our next arrival. Then I'm going to have a brief break while we wait for these arrivals. I need to have something to eat, and I think I've actually got a business call coming in soon. Here we go, 100 likes. That is fantastic. We've made it to 100 likes. That is fantastic. Alrighty, and New Zealand just about to head off. There we go. See what I mean? The noise just fades completely, which is a bit annoying, but we can't do much about that, can we? That's okay. That's okay. We'll get this next arrival, and I think we will end on this next one, actually. Then I can go. I'm getting a bit thirsty. Got some water. Need to eat my lunch as well. There we go. See you later, Air New Zealand. Off to Auckland, and we'll get our next arrival. Just a second, but we'll get our music pumping, our final music for today. Well, folks, for today we've hit 100 likes right at the end of our live stream today. We've had Air New Zealand head off. Actually, I'll put that back up for now. Had Air New Zealand head off, and we've got Velocity. That'll be arriving in just a second as well, which will be a fantastic sight to see for our final arrival rather. It is Velocity indeed. It's Velocity 735 from Melbourne, Victor Hotel, Yankee India Whiskey. Been up for over 2 hours now. That is fantastic. Got 101 likes. That is just incredible. Folks, it has been a lovely day so far, lovely morning. It's been great to be out here at the lovely Gold Coast Airport. I've had fun. I hope you guys have had fun as well. We've been able to have fun. We're getting back into the rhythm of the live streams. We'll make sure to post when our next live stream is up. We usually give notice on our Instagram and Discord and YouTube as well, so make sure to stay tuned. Folks, it's been fantastic. Let's enjoy this last velocity together. Here we go. There we go, last arrival for today. Oh, come on, there we go. I've got a feeling that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad, not too shabby at all. We'll chuck that back on then. Hear those reverses. Lovely stuff from Velocity there. Folks, again, it has been an absolute pleasure to be able to show off this incredible airport today and host you guys here at the lovely Gold Coast. I hope you've had an amazing morning. I hope to see you again. There'll be somebody live streaming this afternoon. I'll be in the chat. Folks, we should be out here again sometime soon, so stay tuned. We'll be up at Brisbane. We'll be posting our Brisbane stream on all socials, so stay tuned for that. Folks, thank you for tuning into the 4 Aussie Aviators. I'm Jack. I've been one of your hosts. It's been an absolute pleasure. See you again soon. Bye-bye.